So today we're going to be changing high tom head. It's been on here for about 6 months, maybe 8 months, and it's been used quite a bit. We recorded it. As you can see, it's pretty used. This is a very new head. We used this kit to record the last Spicy Pickles albums. I bought new heads during that time. So this is from that. I've got a few things I like to use. Obviously, a drumstick, a couple of different drum keys, and my trusty speed dial. First thing I want to do is check the bottom head for tuning. And I'm actually going to go over here and get a sense of where these floor toms are, because I want them to go dun dun dun. Dun, dun, dun. Somewhere around in there. Let's see where it's at. So it's a little low. This one's very low, but the rest of them sound pretty good, honestly. I'm not going to take this head completely off. This is fine the way it is. It's already close to where I want it. It was where I wanted it a couple months ago. So I'm just going to... So this one's really low. When you do these, you want to go across. So when I get them all around the same by ear, I just like to go around one last time. If you see, I've put this soft foam. It's actually just window insulation. This is where it originally stopped, but I want this to be off the edge a little bit. And what that does is allow this pin to sit on the head a little bit more consistently, I think. What I'm going to do is put this edge at each one of these and read out and make sure that they're all very similar, or if not exact. So that's around 62. That's 62. That's 58. That's 62. That's 64, and that's 60. We got pretty close by ear. We'll start with the one furthest away first. That was the one that was a little low right here. We'll take that off and just scotch it up, just little by little. You want to press the head to reseat it every time. There's 62, 62, 62, all the way around. And then I'll recheck it. Little discrepancy there. That one sounds high to my ear, but it says it's right there. Yeah, it is a little bit. Went a little too far. Already, that sounds way better. So I replace these either when I have a recording session coming up. I have a new batch of songs that I'd like to put out at some time in 2025. And I've just hit this one too many times, you know? What I'm going to be replacing it with is this Evans Calf Tone 56. I'm really excited about this. I've never used a calf tone head, but I think it's going to fit in with the style. I'm going to keep with the Emperors on the floor toms. This is a ratcheting drum key. Makes it a little easier to get and a little faster to get drum heads off. It's really not that hard anyway. I just want to show you every way that I know how to do it. Again, you're treating this like a wheel, going in a star pattern across the lugs. You'll also see people do this. They'll take two similar drum keys, put them across from each other, and do this. This is a very efficient and fast way of getting these off. You get a little more spin on it. I don't know how to describe it. So I'm going to take that off. Leave this down here. This is a great time to clean the inside of this drum. These are old drums. Just any time to clean it out. Also, if you check the hardware on the inside, all the lugs, any mounting bracket, just make sure that everything's tightened up, because that can rattle and show up in your recordings. So I know the mounting bracket comes off over here. So I want the head. It usually ends up being right around there on that lug. What we're going to do now, we're going to place the rim on the drum, but we're not going to tighten these down yet. I did make sure that you do this on calf tone heads before I do this, but you do this with every kind of drum head, as far as I know. Hydraulic heads, 1-ply, 2-ply. You just want to give it a good mash, and you'll hear it. This is going to allow it to retain a little bit of tuning a little bit better. You're going to be tuning this thing, say the first 2 or 3 days at least. It'll slip out a little bit and you'll have to retune it and retighten, and that's okay. That is expected. I'm going to get all these finger tight. Next, we're going to start getting some tension on this head. I like the 2 just to keep me where I am. Let's do, I don't know, 2 of those. You'll see the wrinkles form and then dissipate. All Cool. So we have some tension. Now we're going to do that press one more time, right in the middle. Go around the sides, in between the lugs. And you can already hear, you might be able to hear through this microphone, that has lost quite a bit of tension already. We're going to slightly give this guy a little more. Yep, there it goes. You'll see those wrinkles disappear. Those are about even. Let's see what it sounds like. Oh, wow. That sounds really, really, really great. So let's do another check while we're here. Boom, 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 boom. So we got quite a ways to go up. Get the two out again and maybe do another half turn on each one. Let's just check it for funsies. While I'm using this drum dial, might be able to zoom in on this, but these keys hit this, this type of key. So I found this right angle key works better for the drum dial. So let's just go around. That's at 50. 30, 70, 60, 70, 50. So yeah, we'll just start at this one. I think I'm going to shoot for around 55. And I think that's PSI. Not quite sure. That can come down. This can come down. There's 60. There's 60. A little high. There's 60. A little high. A little high. And all the while, we're stretching this head out a little bit. Wow, way better. That one's a little low. Press it down. One more check here, and this, I can feel this head stabilizing on this drum shell. Using our star pattern, go all the way around. I can hear just a little wavering. I'm going to go back to this bottom head for a minute. I want to hear what this one is tuned to, see if we can get... Wow, I mean, those are pretty spot on. So I'm going to take these up. When they move exactly the same, you'll get a shorter note on the drum. When they're moving just a little bit off of each other, you'll get a longer resonance. So I'm going to pull up this bottom head. It looks like they're both evening out to about 60 PSI or whatever this is. So let's just go to 62. It doesn't take much on drums. Especially these older drums that have old lugs and stuff, man, like. That has really great sustain. Still a little wavery on the top. Let's see where that's coming from. The more you do this, the better you get a feel for how far you should go each time. And some drums don't like to be tuned. You'll find, especially older ones. Kick you in the butt. And then I like using sticky hands. I've just cut, this is the palm of a sticky hand. Yes, one of those like little 25-cent toy machine. Wow, that sounds great. Yeah. Turn those snares off. That's pretty even. It just needs to come up just the tiniest little bit. I'm gonna do a quarter turn on these. They're already seated. It doesn't need that much. Just a little. And I touch these up on the top as I go, so it's really the bottom head that slips. All right, let's see how that took. I'm gonna go from the double to the single. That's sitting at 55. That one can come down. That's looking great. Go up a little bit. Looking good. This one. And you just keep going around until they're all even. Give it a little whack. Yeah, well, sounding pretty good. Let's see what it looks like. 60, 60, 60, 60, 60, 60. Ooh, a little low there. Right back around to it. Cool. So I suspect that this top head is going to be a lot better, just because I keep a pretty tune on it already. Yep. Got a little yelp somewhere on a hardware bit. I'm going to take my my piece off. Wow, that already sounds so much better. All the way around a couple times. And put our hand on. And while we're at it, we need the floor tom. This one got a bunch of stuff that's got to come off real quick. This one's even lower. And you can actually see the sticky hand on this one a lot better. I probably should replace all these. They're a little old, but they're still working. We'll start with the bottom head again. Honestly, that sounds pretty dang good. I'm not even going to check it with my ear. I just want to check it with this. Let's see what an average is on them. They're sitting around 50. Pull that one back a little bit. So with this one, I'm going to go the other way. That top head I keep around 30. So let's see. I like that. Now without the hand. The whole thing could come up a little bit, but not by much at all. I'm talking, we're going to do an eighth of a turn. Yeah, just the tiniest bit. Wow, that's a big beefy drum. Let's see where these are sitting at. 40, 40. 30 and 30. Let's push it in, round it out a little bit, and see where this head is. See where this head is sitting. more time. Some of them, especially on this old drum, just want to hang on. There we go. And that's without the hand. Let's put the hand on here. And that's a floor tom.